Welcome back to another episode of Frenchie's Forge. In this episode, we're going to be making friction folder number 2. I made this one in the last episode. This is the very first friction folder I've ever made, and I had so much fun making it that I want to make another. I need to make another. So in this episode, I'm going to be going and making another and improving upon some of the choices that I made in this first knife, hoping that it will be a better knife. Hoping that it'll be a sleeker knife, a more compact knife. I'm also hoping that I don't talk as much in this video.
Will you please? Shut up!
Hopefully I'll try to keep it 10 minutes or less. Can I do that? I don't know. But it sure ain't gonna happen if I'm sitting here blabbing. So let's go! So we've made it to a pretty good stopping point for now. We have this thing ready to go as far as putting the bevels in. Before we jump into that, we're going to go ahead and glue up the handles. That way they can be glued up and drying while we're cutting the bevels in before we heat treat the blade. Let's go. so there you go. We're right at about 10 minutes, and we got this puppy done. I think for the most part, this thing turned out really cool. It's got really kind of a nice profile that blends in and kind of goes narrow towards the blade. It makes for a really comfortable grip. Really pretty thin for the most part, which is kind of what I was going for. Just something a little more compact and sleek. My first friction folder that I did was a little thick and big. I still really like that one. I don't know, this one's different. I used some screws to kind of keep the scales together instead of peening the pins. I did do one brass pin that I peened over here for the stopping pin. Another unique thing about this knife is the bevels. So I decided to do like a Tonto style bevel on this side and kind of have it polished on the bottom and the chisel or whatever that part is, and then kind of did the ferric chloride etch on the flats here. And then on the other side, I decided to just do a flat grind all the way from the bottom up to the top, and then still have the little chiseled end. So, you know, I was kind of thinking I'd do something different here. So I don't know how I feel about it. It's kind of different. I'm not used to doing that, but I was trying some new things out on this, and this is a knife that I'm going to keep, so it's not going to be for anybody but myself. I definitely got it razor sharp. Let's grab some paper. Give it a little testy test. Definitely cuts paper really well. Super sharp. And, you know, I think it's going to be pretty cool to just have here in the shop. Got the lanyard to hang it up. It's also got the tail here, which I designed this to open up a bottle. Let's see if it'll work. I happen to have some apple cider something, sparkling apple cider. Let's give it a test. There we go. So that works pretty cool. Not a big fan of apple cider. Ew. Anyway, so yeah, that pretty much wraps up the build. I hope that you enjoyed watching the video. I'm pretty happy with this one. Definitely one to add to the collection. Hopefully we'll get to see you on the next video here soon. I'm not sure what I have planned. I'm not going to be doing another friction folder. We're going to move on to something else. Maybe another full tang knife, something big. It's also incredibly cold out here. It is like wind chill -13. It's absolutely god awful in this shop. And as you can see, it is dark and there is snow on the ground. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna get my behind back in and warm up. Appreciate you guys watching. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, and we'll catch you on the next one.